Hi everyone, it's Dash Dave here again, and I'm back for another crafty video. So, if you remember the last video, I started to put this bit together. So this is going to be what our signature is going to sew into. But I didn't go any further because I realised that I'd sewn my signatures together without sewing them to the thing because I was suffering from sleep deprivation. Now I'm still suffering from sleep deprivation because it's the same day. So the last video and the video before that were all filmed on the same day. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting out my previously sewn in journal-y bits so that I can then sew them in properly this time. So because I've actually found some now. I thought I was going to have to wait until I saw Brian to be able to bring me some, but I've actually found some, so I'm going to do that and do it now. So I did think, shall I do a video on a different day? And I thought, no, let's backlog. Okay, so you might see them on different days, but to me it's the same day. So hopefully I will be a bit more with it this time. So I'm just going to cut, although I have already broken my own rule here, because I said I'm not going to cut them until I'm ready to use them. And what's he done? He's cut them. So anyway, let's get my trusty kit out, and we're going to sew this together. So I do have a nice needle in here. I remember having it. It was in here last time. Oh, it's just stuck in the weave. There we go. So we're going to use that same needle, and we're going to sew it this time. Now the only thing I did off camera was I used the back of the thing to push some holes through so I could see them. They're not very easy to see, but you can just about make out a few holes in the fabric where the actual holes in the cardboard are now. So this is our middle signature. Now one thing to check is that they're the right way up before you start sewing. So we're going to find our middle page, and we're going to go in through the middle. Now we're going to find the middle of the cardboard, which is here, and we're going to go in the middle hole there. Okay, I'm going to pull that through. I'm going to try and hold it all together. Now it should really, Dave, let's do that. Just clip it all together. You could even clip the back of the signature on as well. Back of the spine, sorry, on. And hopefully that'll be right. So pull it all the way through, but hold on to that tail, because you don't want that tail going, a tail as old as time. No, not that kind of a tail either. Now it's going to go through the middle one and through the back of the paper on the middle. Sorry, on the end one. Let's just make sure that they're all lined up nicely. Let's do that first. Right. Still, my suggestion to you is to have some sleep before you do these things. That suggestion has not changed, except for I'm not taking my own advice. This is going to look very messy and clumsy, but I know what I'm doing. Well, I think I do anyway. Nobody else is in charge, so it's left to me. So pull that all the way through. Pull it. Yeah, don't remember not to lose your tail. You want to keep hold of that. It's going to hang around. Just move those out of the way so they don't look quite so confusing. And then you're going to go out through this one at the top. Through there, and then go through the middle one again there. Okay, and once you've got the middle signature in, it will make it a little bit easier for the rest. I would love to say it was going to make it massively easier, but I can't guarantee. There are no guarantees in life, and definitely no guarantees in junk journaling. Now this is a bit thicker, this thread, so it's just a bit harder to handle. So again, we're going to pull it taut. Yep, sure we've got it nice and taut, and then we're going to knot it. So that way, that way, that way. So we're doing an over and we're doing an under, and they kind of lock each other in. Okay, and we're going to cut those tails off, but not completely. Get rid of that. That sorts the confusion issue. So there we go. We've got that one sewn in. Okay, so we now again just need to make sure we've got the right way up. That's it. We've got the right way up, haven't we? Yep. So we'll put the front signature in next. So Worcester's just come upstairs. He's probably come up to say, "Dad, I thought you were going to bed early today." I am, Worcester. I'm going to go to bed early. It's just earlier than normal, not early, which I had planned. I had planned to go early, but that hasn't happened so far. Oh, hang on. You're making a mess? Oh, good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy, aren't you? You're going to have to go and lie down for just a little bit longer. I'm just sewing these in. So, out through the middle. Pull it. Doesn't matter whether you go in the bottom or the top or wherever. I'm going to find that hole. I'm going to poke that through that hole. Hopefully it went through them all, which of course it didn't. It only went through the first one. Of course it didn't. So, line these back up again. Find that hole. Go through that hole. Through that hole. Right, okay, they're all lined up now. Sorry, that sound that you can't hear, that's called concentration. There you go. Cool, that's done. Remember not to pull your tail all the way through. And now through the top. Or the bottom, doesn't matter whether you do the top or the bottom next, but this is the top in my case. And then back in through the middle. Through the middle, sorry, I just stabbed myself whilst trying to avoid curling the paper. See, I told you it might not go right. Sleep deprivation is the name of the game, and I wanna play the game with you. It's not I don't have the opportunity to sleep, it's that I've been fighting duvet possession with Vic. So he likes to take the duvet, and then the dog likes. So I've got Vic one side, and then the dog's lying the other side. So I'm either trapped in and getting way too hot because I overheat in bed very quickly, or I am struggling to actually gain possession of the duvet. I'm trying not to bleed onto the. I've split the thread again. I've gone through the middle of the thread, so I'm just trying to go back through it and try and get my. Just try and make it worse. That's what I'm trying to do, obviously, Dave. I've dropped the needle now on the floor, which of course is not going to help me. Uh-oh. Oh, no, found it. Oh, I think. There we go. Yep, got it. So that's that one in. Again, we're going to just cut that tail off. We're going to deploy the plasters that Joe kindly bought me last time. Unknown injury plasters, bandages. So we're going to pull one out that's suitable, just so I don't bleed everywhere. perfect, that one, the saying on that. You don't want to know. I mean, I don't need a plaster. It's not like I'm bleeding to death. I just don't want to bleed on the signatures. Cool. It's not going to help with any kind of traction though, is it? So, and then we're going to go to the back, and we're going to use the last piece of thing. We're going to find that needle. Go through there. Oh, Vic's just messaged me. And now I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make sure that I get it the right way up. So that's the right way up, isn't it? Those, I did put those, that the right way up. Yep, that's the right way up. And then yep, that's the right way up. So it's going to go this way. It's now the wrong way up, which means that that's, yep, that's right. I'm just going to go through the middle. Pulling it until you've got hold of it. In through the end and line that up with that hole. And hopefully that will come through this time. No, why? Today? No. Why is this? Why are we doing this today? You know why we're doing this today? Because I'm on video camera, of course. That's the reason why. So that's got to go through there. Through that. And then that. Oh, still, why? Where is it? It's there. Well, those last couple of pages just didn't want to line up. There we go. All these things are sent to try us, aren't they? So. The hole's kind of closed up on this one, so I think that's it. Can't see it now. Yep. Through there. Hopefully the middle one will behave. And hopefully we won't split the thread this time. And it'll just go through. Oh my gosh, it actually has. Just, sorry, while I come off camera and I do this. There we go. Cool. So pull that through. Pull that, wow. Oh, just, blimey today. Things happen in threes. Now I'm worried what's going to happen next. Yeah, traction for tying this up isn't very good. Now I've got my thumb in the plaster. Band-aid or whatever you call it, wherever you are. There we go. So, there we go. We've got our signatures in now. Cool. So we've cut them all off, didn't we? Yep, we did. There's that one as well. Cut off. Yep, cool. Cool. So this is going to go in here. Let's put that away again. These things are easily lost otherwise. Let's put that away. Put the big bulldog clip away, saying things are easily lost, and then didn't bother with the needle, and that's actually more important because that's smaller. So yeah, so that's going to go in there like that. And I think that, yeah, that's the one, isn't it? That's going to go on with the rounded ends. That's going to go there. Now I could have it so that it, do you know what, I might put that like that. Is that way around anyway, Dave? Yeah, I think I'm going to glue this Right, I'm not going to have this go all the way underneath it. I'm going to have this come to about here. There's no measurements going on here now. It's just we're in the about territories. It's easier to do on this line, isn't it, Dave? Yeah, I'm going to glue it like that. I just like that whole eclectic look. It looks handmade as well that way. I mean, it does anyway. Well, definitely by the time I've finished, it's definitely going to look handmade. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to glue that in. So what I was saying is you could either have it so that this is now underneath your end page, okay, or you can have it on the top. Now, although aesthetically it looks better with it on underneath, I like the idea of just being able to see it and seeing the component parts, which you might not like. I don't know if I'll be able to clip the end of this. You watch this not work because it's fabric. It's not going to work, David. Don't even try. It's not going to work. No, it doesn't work. Told myself that it wasn't going to work. You know, I want to be able to see it more than just through the. I'm just trying to decide now. I have decided, but then now I'm kind of not sure. No, I'm going to do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to stick this in. Well, I might do if this comes out. Is that the right way around? It is. Dave, you were having a moment there. Right, what I want to do, let's get rid of this for a minute because we want to have a clear space before I do this. I need to get a glue book out because I want to, and I also need this. That's water, that's fine. So I'm going to put this all over. Get this. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm trying to squeeze the glue out of the bottle and not the blood out of my thumb. Well, the first is preferable. So then I'm going to just smooth all this out so that it kind of gets a nice even covering over all of it. That way then because this does dry a bit dimensionally and it just stops it from getting too lumpy. Once you've done that, move that out of the way quickly, bring this back in without touching it or getting glue anywhere else. Put it around the right way, Dave. Take the snail trails off the edges and then pop it in. Then glue it down. Now, like I say, you guys might have thought, oh no, I liked it the other way. But remember, it's mine. And if you make a journal, you make it your way. I did it my way, and you can do it your way. So any bits that are curling up, I'm going to address now. Again, if it comes out. and then I can just stick it all down nicely. So it's just going to curl up a bit. When it sticks to fabric, it doesn't always stick the first time, so that plaster came in useful. It meant I could smooth that out without any kind of resistance, because resistance is futile if you're a Borg anyway. It's if you never watched Star Trek, you won't have a clue what I'm talking about. So, although to be fair, you might not have a clue what I'm talking about anyway, about anything. So this is the bit now, because there's movement on this bit, it might not stick down, so we're going to stick this down. Make sure there's a nice bit of glue on here. I don't mind if it squeegees out this bit, this side anyway, because this is the bit that's going to be covered by the signature. Don't want to put too much actually on the crease though, because that's going to be the bit. Sorry, the bit that moves, so I need it to, that's what I was going to say. Don't want it to stop it from moving. If there's any kind of stiffness actually on the crease, it will limit the flexibility of it, so that's that bit. Okay, so everything's now getting sticky, so you just have to be very careful. So this is going to go here. See, look, it's all over my fingers. Actually, that would be quite good, because that's just missing that bit. I might need to, no, let's put this bit on first. So this is going to go here, isn't it? And let's straighten this up, because it's not anywhere near being straight. And we just, that edge is straight, so put that on there. Yeah, that's definitely not straight. You can see how out that is now. Not there. About right there. Okay. Where are you now? Oh heck. Oh heck. Where are you? To use this one, I think. Goodness me, where have you gone? I don't mind using this other one. It's not as good, but it's more to the point. I'm concerned that, oh no, I thought there might be a free range blade somewhere, but no, it's alright, found it. Okay. And we need to clip the corners of this. Again, just stops it going dog-eared. Don't know why it's called dog-eared. My dog's ears aren't scruffy and horrible. They're lovely. Lovely ears has Worcester. Oh dear, I've just said his name. It means he's going to be coming now. No, he's not. He's not going to be coming. Okay, so this, because of the way it's chamfered off, I'm either going to have to pull this back to here or shape it. I like the look of the shaped better. So I'll have to fold this back to there and fold this back to there. And I'm going to cut those bits off. Oh no, the scissors are also in the same place as the other things that I've lost. There, that's right, found them. It's amazing how tiny scissors can, how small they can be underneath things. It's a big pair of scissors. I didn't think they could possibly get lost under there, but they did. that's fine. And I'm just going to make this a little bit rounder. And the same for that. And that. And on here too. That's alright, isn't it? Not too bad. It's not 3 bad either. Okay, so it's going to have movement there. Might be a bit further over actually, so I'll stick it down and we can sort the movement out in a minute. So I'm going to stick this bit down, just this end flap down. And make sure that's got a nice crease in it. We're going to put that to one side. We're going to get this out. We're going to swap the page because that's now very sticky. I'm going to put the glue on this bit. Just got to keep an eye on the time because I've got to go to bed soon, so I want to give myself a good, I need at least 6 hours sleep, so well, I'd say a good 6 hours in bed. I don't know how much sleep I'll get. You know when like you've got to get up earlier than normal. So your sleep just goes out the window because your brain's just going, I've got to get up early, I've got to get up early, I've got to get up early, I've got to get up early. Don't get to sleep, Dave. Don't get to sleep, Dave. I mean, your brain might not say don't go to sleep, Dave, because you're not Dave, but mine does. There we go. That's all stuck down nicely. Actually, you know, that crease is not in a bad place. In fact, it's perfect. So then the next thing is it's going to need another crease on here. So I'm just going to try and get that into place. Yeah, that's going to go there. Do you know, I'm not going to have that much of an overhang. Cut that bit off. Okay, so now I can't do the same spready out thing on here, but I can flip it over, put that underneath there. Cool. And now I can do a bit more of a controlled spready out thing. I'm not worrying about rounding the corners because this is going to be hidden by the other piece of paper. Goes over the top, the other design. Find that piece of thing. Back over there, there we go. Get rid of that, whatever that is. It's a piece of off-cut paper, I think that's all it was. Put that down. Move the thing over, and we want to make sure that that's scored in nicely. And then that one is also scored in nicely. Yep, that is good, 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 good. That is good. That is good. Okay, so this one, I'm not worried about it going completely up to there because some of it will get covered. Oh, should we leave that? Oh. Do you know something? I think that might be fine like that. because that, when you fold this round, you don't want that to get in the way anyway. That's got movement. It's got movement, I've got rhythm. Ba 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 ba, who can ask for anything more? I don't think that's really what I wanted to sing, but you know, hey. So I want to get here, bone folder. This, just want to get that in that corner, in that crease. Oh. Except for all I've done is I've made a hole in it. Oh well, you know what? I'll cover it with something. I'm a bit annoyed about that, but hey. I'll just peel that up a bit and move it over. It might not be quite so visible. Oh, it's alright. Oh, it's alright. It's fine. Like I say, you can cover it up with something and nobody will ever know it's there. So that's the problem with this paper, because it's not actually any kind of construction paper. It's just watercolour paper, so it doesn't. It's quite fibrous. Is that the word? Fibrous? There is such a word as fibrous. Well, there is now anyway. So that way up or that way up? That way up, I think. No, that way up. Doesn't make any difference, Dave. Whatever way up. Get your glue book back out again. Flip your page. These are all just magazines from work, so trade magazine stuff that we get. So if you're in the market for a fridge, you can't buy these because they're only for trade. So I think it's a fridge. These, some of them are ice makers. This is getting tougher to get out now. It's been open to the elements too much now. Okay, that should be enough, and we'll just squooge that out. Ah. It's sticky. It's something it definitely is. It's sticky. It might not be the right kind of sticky. Well, there is such a thing as a right and a wrong kind of sticky. Did I put that the other way up? Yeah, I did. Don't know why aesthetically I wanted it this way up, and I know that that line is not straight, but you know, I'm probably going to cover this up anyway with something because of the mistake that was made. Got overzealous with sticking it down while trying to get it into the groove. Boy, you've got to prove that. Oh, see, it's all just going to go Pete Tong now, Dave. Stop trying to do things. It's a junk journal. It's not perfect. Okay, so now I've got to get this in this fold without without making a hole in it. Cool. There we go. So that's the innards, and then it's 11 o'clock. Do I have time for this? And then where is my... Yes, it needs to sit in there. between those, there and there. Yep, like that is grand. Yeah, oh Dave, just do it, Dave. It's happened now. Okay, so one thing I would suggest is glue over all of these things and the holes and everything. It just gives it a bit more strength. I say to glue, and what I mean by glue is glue when, let's go, just a bedtime reminder, glue when your glue wants to come out. When your glue isn't quite so shy. Now, initially all I do is I glue the spine bit, because I can glue the flaps down afterwards. So I'm going to put a good amount of glue on it, so I'm going to make sure there's a run of glue down between the signatures. Because it does dry a little bit three-dimensional, it's good to have a run down the middle, because that will account for the unevenness of the threads. And then I want to go over the holes and also over the threads themselves, so it's all, you're almost bonding them down as well. Don't put it on there, Dave. So now I want to get rid of all the rubbish out of it, and we're going to butt it up to there. I'm going to have to eyeball this because, sorry, I'm just going to stand up because I didn't put any measurements on it. There. That's going to go there. Right, cool. Yep. So now, don't move your thing. And now you just want to squash it down. I'm going to use my dirtier bone folder because I don't mind getting this one dirty. And just press it down. Make sure you're pressing it in. At a moment there where I thought, hang on a minute, it's up the wrong way, but it's not. Press that in. Press that in. Oh, I've never been there. It's a place in the UK though. And then what we want to do is find between the signatures. And we want to press those in as well. Make sure they've got contact. Eye to eye contact. And then do the same there. And that's all in and nice, I think. So, not going to glue those down just yet. Okay, that gives us then some scope to be able to do stuff. You know, you might want to turn them into a pocket or something like that, or stick them over something that you're going to stick in. But there we go, that's that. So you can now start to see what this is going to look like. Well, hopefully you could start to see it before now, but so it's going to be like this. It's going to come over like this. I am not sure, probably have some kind of a ribbon round it. I think should have really thought about that before, but I didn't. So that's what it's going to be like. Open up, and then we've got this inside, and then we're going to put some boho yoga-y stuff inside. So there we go, that's that. So that's yet another component to the Boho Journal. Boho Buddha Yoga, whatever it's going to be called. I don't know what the journal's going to get called. I don't know. Barbara, I don't know. I'd like to have put some kind of a, let's see, unless I cover something up here, I can't really put a press stud on there. Or I could put a magnet, embed a magnet into there. Anyway, we'll come to that. We'll cross that bridge. It's going to have to be a strong magnet to hold that closed though. So anyway, I'll have a think about that, But there we go, that's that done. So I am going to go to bed now. So yes, thank you very much for spending some more time with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had some fun, and you might have learnt something, or I don't know, just nice to hang out, I guess. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to everybody that supports me. Thanks to everybody that subscribes. If you haven't already, then maybe think about subscribing. I am going to love you and leave you now. And remember, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I will see you all in the next video. You all take care. Thank you so much for everybody, like I say, that supports me, liking, interacting, subscribing. Those really do help the metrics. The subscribing and the liking and the commenting really do help the metrics. And thank you to anybody that's bought me a coffee, who'd like to give me a one-time tip through buying me a coffee or Ko-fi, and anybody that's emailed me. It's nice to be in touch with people. If you've left a comment and I haven't replied, don't worry, I will do at some point. You know what the run up to Christmas is like. It's starting to get really busy for us all. But yeah, take care, and I'll see you all very soon. You all take care, and I'll see you soon. I think I've said that several times now. Can you tell I'm tired? Okay, right, I'm off. Take care. Bye. Bye.